Jaquan ain't going.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much all of it. I mean, when you kill somebody on the field, they're going to hold you back a little bit.
Said he hit somebody.
They're not going to just put you out there right away. You can't just,
For a second.
can't just kill nobody on the field, dog.
We're live, guys.
Oh, we live? Oh, appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love to another edition of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. We got a lot to get into on today's episode, and as you can tell by the banter back and forth, ladies and gentlemen, we got the squad in the building. Yeah. As always, man, the super producer, Joel Holt. Pettiest man alive, Mr. P. Kid. Mr. Media himself, Jordan J.C., of course. Running the ones and twos, Superman C-Dub. And on the audio Technica back there, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better?
You can't.
AD, where you at? Where AD?
Wait, I like it.
Fight back, AD.
I like it. I thought that was AD's.
We ain't seen AD in 10 years.
I like it.
AD showed up just behind the scenes work. We never saw him again.
You gave him that Vince McMahon.
We got a lot to get into on today's episode, man. Of course, Tevin Jenkins being a DNP is the main topic that everybody is talking about. Also got to talk about a couple of moves the Bears have made. Jacob Martin, 21-day window opening up. That defensive tackle room is very thin. Is that somebody we should be excited about? Tommy Sweeney resigned. Shout out Tommy Sweeney out there ready for a tight end screen right at this moment. Of course, we got to preview the game. Bears versus Jags. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. That do we got squad in the building? We did. Yeah.
You know what? Get some help.
Get some help. It's been a long day of running people to the airport. It's been a long day, bro.
It's a heck of a drug. Relax. It's okay.
Stop it. Get some help. That is crazy. I didn't remember something from a minute and a half ago.
As we go to the next question, get my man.
That's how Jordan was looking earlier, looking at the TV. Jordan was.
I was mesmerized.
I was like, it's Future and Drake, bro. We've seen this before. They beefing now.
Video ever, apparently.
Hey, man, let's start it off here because we did get, of course, the Chicago Bears injury report. And listen, yet again, we're seeing names on this offensive line that you don't not want to see on the offensive line. We get the news that Teven Jenkins, because remember, Wednesday's practice was an estimation of if guys were going to be able to be healthy in practice. They listed Teven Jenkins as limited in that practice. It was basically a walkthrough, a glorified walkthrough. Yeah. Welcome to London. Here's where you're going to practice. We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Interesting field they practice on.
Very interesting. Anytime you go over there. But, it's not here. So the problem is, though, when the actual practice comes in, you see different things on the actual injury report. One of the things that we saw was that Teven Jenkins was a DNP and that the Bears, not only just with Teven Jenkins, but could be a little bit shorthanded overall. Jaquan Brisker, of course, was a DNP. Teven Jenkins downgraded to a DNP. Mercedes Lewis, DNP, old. Zach Pickens, DNP, yet again. Terrell Smith was somebody else who did not travel over here. Tyreek Stevenson now has been listed as limited, which could be something of concern. Kyler Gordon was upgraded to full. Jacob Martin was a full. And as I said, we'll talk about him being opened up in that 21-day window. But, boys, I don't even want to do this just on because we kind of keep having the same conversation, right? Yep. Are you going to pay Teven Jenkins? Is Teven Jenkins going to be able to play in this game? If he's not able to play, who do you look at? Maybe we talk about that in a little bit. But I think you got to ask the question, and I know Teven is the most talented guy out there. Teven's the guy, right? There's no question about it.
Yeah.
But you got to ask the question, at what point are you hurting the preparation of other guys by Teven Jenkins doing the ramp up, I'm good to go, I'm out here 10 plays, I hurt my toe. Ramp up, I'm good to go, I'm out here 10 plays, I hurt my leg. Ramp up. We keep seeing this process kind of happen now 3 games in a row where I expect, listen, the DNP, I doubt Teven Jenkins doesn't play. I almost expect Teven Jenkins to play in this game. But the question for me and the part that gets concerning is, right, you saw a guy like Bill Murray be able to step in versus the Carolina Panthers and basically go out there and dominate. Now, listen, Panthers, but one of the best offensive line grades that we've had all season.
Yep.
So I'm not going to be smirching for it. What would he look like if he's got more reps? What would he look like if he's getting more time on the practice field in practice? Because you're with the ones, you're with the twos, or you're not. Bill Murray probably was somebody who was with nobody before that, right? Probably not getting much practice time. Now you would assume he's getting a little bit more because of the injury to Tevin and things like that. But, the concern for me is you keep playing this game of slowly trying to get this guy ready, and it keeps biting you in the butt when you get to game
It's
day.
the same conversation we were having with Nate Davis. Different reasons, right? But the reality of it was we wondered if you're hurting the line by not being available, and all of a sudden you're available, things of that nature. So it's the same conversation. And just because Tevin, listen, injury is injury. I'm not going to sit there and, like I said, besmirching for that one. But, best ability is availability. If you're not available for whatever the reason, you start to hurt the other line. You start to hurt the line in general.
Yeah.
We might have to move on and look somewhere else.
I agree with you. I think, even with the Nate Davis conversation, like comparing that, I feel like with Nate, it's an effort issue. It's not a talent issue with Nate. But with Tevin, it's not a talent issue either. It's just your availability, your injury history is kind of stacking up. We talked about over the past 3 years, him having a wrist, a neck, a rib, like there's just constant injuries.
Yeah.
And sometimes he misses games, but there are times where he can fight through it. You do love the fact that, there are times he does play through injury, but is that advantageous? Like, because he could get hurt even more, playing through injury. So my question is it time for him to be looked over? Do you bring in a guy like Bill Murray, give him another chance at kind of solidifying himself? Like you mentioned, Tom Thayer said that he might be a gem. We'll see if that's the case. If he starts, I'm down for him, trying to prove himself at that left guard position.
Yeah, what's funny is this is reminiscent really of kind of what Poles went through with Justin Fields. This is not his pick. He doesn't have to extend him because that's not his guy. So it's a wait and see approach, and he doesn't lose. He's not really losing because it's not like he really invested in the guy. So it is disappointing that he can't stay healthy but that is the nature of the business, because that's the problem. You have to commit so much money to these guys. And what would he get? Like $25 million, like at least as a starting right guard.
He ain't getting that money.
You get more than Nate. I know that much.
Well, Nate's like $10 million. They let the guy go.
I mean, do you start there? Like, that's a little shaky.
Yeah, I was going to say,
that's the question.
We talking $25 million in totality, or what you talking about for 2 years?
Per year.
No, per year.
25 per year is a lot.
No, that
What is
would
it,
make
Darcy?
him the highest guard
I
in
was about to
football.
say, that's
So 21.
He's not getting paid 21.
No, what I'm
First
saying
thing
is
you
they're
see.
going to want 18.
Troy
to 20.
Fontenot level, maybe.
Right, but
yeah.
That's still a talent. That's $15 million
that's
a
still a
year.
lot of money. So 15
15's
to
a
20. So
Well,
that's
no,
the,
what is he getting a year? He's only getting 3 a year. That's 15 in totality.
the question is just like it was with Fields. We love Fields in a sense, but were you willing to pay him $20 million a year and then have to extend him and pay him one of those type of like how Trevor Lawrence was extended, how Daniel Jones is extended, and for the hope. And the thing is like, you take what has been, you are who you are.
Yeah.
And so it is disappointing that he can't stay healthy.
To me, I look at it as a double positive because, I mean, if you move on, Ryan Poles is he better address offensive line a lot next year in the draft, which is what we're looking forward to. If he doesn't move on, what Tevin can do when he's on the field. It's not, again, we're not doubting what he does, that Mauler mentality, what he brings to the team, defending his quarterback, getting in, the defensive line's grill. Like we know what he brings to the field, but it's about how often can he bring it to the field.
Yeah.
If you're going to give him all that kind of money, then he's got to reassure us, hey, you got to be on the field more times than not. And I'm just not sure of that. So to me, it's still a double positive because you can move forward and do what you got to do. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that noise is coming in pretty
you
good.
sound phenomenal.
Yeah,
Sound
it's
phenomenal.
loud enough.
Now my mom can hear me.
Yeah.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, but I was thinking, man, I was looking at some of the stats, man. Bill Murray did play really good coming into that game.
Yeah.
He had an 83.9 PFF
Fifth.
rating.
Fifth.
79.2 on run block and 85.7 in pass protection. So, and no pressure allowed. Now, of course, as we mentioned earlier, this was against the Panthers. But, I mean, I could see where him and Tevin may split some time at left guard. possibly. You need Tevin out there. But if he can't give it a full go, I'm confident that Bill Murray can do his thing out there. And I do think that I'm surprised I'm thinking this way, Coleman Shelton actually playing a little better.
Let's not get too excited about that.
I'm not getting excited.
Let's not get too excited. He had one game.
It's the Panthers.
He's clearly not a.
He saw Coleman running down that sideline. He was like, "This is my guy."
Hey, no, it was hey man, we got fire.
That's what wild.
We got flipping fire.
If they mic'd up everybody, you fall in love with a lot of people in the league. No, the tape is already there. Let's reel that back.
Ability to yell is what did it.
Calvin scouts like he scouted Caleb.
I don't like this
When
guy.
did we get this Shelton guy? He's been here all offseason.
Come on.
No, I think what the one thing for me with Tevin Jenkins right now, with what he's dealing with injury wise, and where you kind of have to assess, how things fit in. I think what you're assessing right now is how do you make things easier for your line. I would almost say, not to say that I want to see Tevin not out there, because I think, listen, when he's out there, he's talented. There's no question. He is a talented guard. He's struggled this season a little bit. He's kind of gotten that together. I've seen the history of him when he's on the field. He's fine. But the problem is, if he's on the field, is the theme of Tevin Jenkins. Right. And right now,
Tevin day-to-day Jenkins.
You know what, man?
Tevin
we forgot to shout us over 100 in the chat right now.
100 in the chat. But no, I think that you just have to. My hope right now with Tevin Jenkins is that he's able to get himself healthy while you're able to figure some answers out. Now, would I like to see him play in this game? Yeah, if he's healthy. What I would hate to see is you put him out there, he's still not healthy. He plays 15 plays, gets hurt. Now he's sitting on the sideline again. Now we're having the same conversation this time again next week. If you feel like he can't go, don't force him to go. This is a better team. This Jaguars team is a better team, but it is not so leaps and bounds better that you have to sit there and just go, well, we have to play the best of our best. I think that you could play a Bill Murray or Bill Murray would be the guy. I would love to see Karan Amagaji, but I don't know. Nice. I don't know when we're ever going to see him. I was going to say Karan Amagaji, but I think you could play a Bill Murray at that left guard position. Gauge kind of if he's stable over there, if he's good, if you like the combination of him and Braxton Jones together. Mm-hmm. If you do, when Teven Jenkins gets healthy, guess what you can do? Slide that mug over to the right side where he looked like he was a dominant player. Oh, well, what are you going to do with Ryan Bates when he comes back? Well, I'm not thrilled with Coleman Shelton at the center position. I don't care what Calvin says over there. I'm not excited about Coleman Shelton at that center position at all. And Ryan Bates was supposed to be the center. Now, do I think that Ryan Bates is your center of the future or he's a starting center in this league? No, but do I think that you may have to try it out because Coleman Shelton's not good? Yeah, you may be in that situation. Right now, you're in a bad spot where you've got to make shift. I said shift, S-H-I-F-T. You've got to make shift this offensive line. What the heck was that?
I didn't have a good horn.
Ready to fight. Apparently, he wants to fight.
Good job. That's all I
had. Where you got to do a makeshift offensive line until you can figure out your 5 guys that you're going to have all together.
I think
that is such a weird.
Yeah, that old back in the day stuff.
Hey, Pat, put him up.
Foul.
Right. But I think this is still the part of team building. I mean, this line is probably good enough to get you to a point where they're still winning games. If Caleb is actually getting better, it's not a high grade line, but it's a line that's capable enough. So, like I said before, I've been saying this whole time, if Poles sacrificed to get his quarterback, he got one of his receivers, next year is probably when he's going to get this line going. So this is a wait-and-see approach. I mean, I like Teven Jenkins. When he's out there, he looks amazing. It's just unfortunate. I like Mike Nice's comment. He's like, Teven is basically the new Kyle Long. Talented guy that just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
But a lot of times that happens because if you don't have other guys around you, what I think is that it's the overcompensation sometimes of if the other guys aren't doing their part and you're trying to overcompensate for some of the lackluster play of everybody else, you're overextending. You're doing a little bit too much. When you have other all-pro guys around you, I think you can stay. You look at the Dallas Cowboys line; they pretty much stay healthy. They've been pretty cohesive for a long time. Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, some guys have gotten hurt, but they pretty much have a great rotation. Those guys are playing for a long time.
I feel like the best business move when you're talking about looking past the Jaguars game, we have that bye week. So, I mean, and especially in a year where Tevin wants to probably get paid, if he's looking to get paid and stay on his team, I think the smart move would be keep him down just like we're keeping Jaquan down, just to make sure everything is okay. You get healthy, you get past the bye week. I mean, this is a team that we probably will and can beat very, very handily.
Should.
And so, you get 2 weeks of recovery, and then hopefully for the rest of the year, you see Tevin healthy and out there. Maybe switch to right guard because now you're seeing, okay, it's working with Bill Murray at left, and then we get to see a line in totality actually working together. But, that would be the best business move, I think, if they go that route.
I think if Bill Murray starts to cook, this would be that moment where you just ride with Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you want is
you're not going to bench Tevin.
Well, what you want is
you won't. Tevin's more. Here's the thing. Bill Murray.
Oh, you mean for the year?
Bill Murray's a solid piece. Tevin Jenkins more talented.
Yeah.
You will always put more talent out there because that's in the NFL. It is.
Nate Davis, he keeps getting.
Yeah, that's why Nate Davis got out there so long. Like it literally. I swear, and I don't know this to be true, but it's just a feeling I get. I swear the conversation with Mercedes Lewis and all them about hold us accountable for coaching was just bench Nate.
Yeah, that was the start.
I'm telling you because, first off, it was the first time in that Panthers game because he didn't really come in the Rams game. Did he get in the Rams game?
I don't
think he got in the Rams game. He might have. I remember game before that, right? There was an injury. Nate was the first person in, and then they end up, I was like, oh, okay, well, Nate's in. Here we go. And then he immediately went back out because Braxton ended up coming back. But versus the Panthers, you opted to not put Nate Davis out there and put Bill Murray out there.
Yeah.
Like that tells you a lot. And Matt Pryor, you know what I mean? That tells you a lot.
I just, what we always hope for is like, can we get somebody on the Chiefs was like a 5th round pick, and now they're like the starter. They've been the starting left tackle about to command a bunch of money. It's like, can we, we had Braxton. Coaching. Braxton, is a 5th round pick who's become a marginal starter. But can we get one of those? Where's the scouting at where we get the guy that becomes a diamond in the rough?
Oh, that's next season.
No, that's you're expecting. No, the expectation is you're drafting and they're going to start versus
they better. They're first round pick.
I know, but that's the expectation.
It's hard to find a diamond in the rough when you're taking punters that are good in 1 out of 5 games.
Oh.
Let's take it. Let me tell y'all something, all right? I ain't got time for the Taylor blasphemy, okay?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to flag the flag.
How dare you?
Why?
Why?
We took a punter in the 4th round.
I don't care, all right? Stop besmirching
That's been
Toy
good.
Taylor's
That's been good.
Okay,
hold
on, wait. If he doesn't give us more good games, let's go over and under 7 games.
He will.
You got to take a punter in the 4th round for the fantasy draft next year.
Ooh.
I'll take Tory Taylor. I don't have a problem with that. No problem. You know why I won't take him? Because there's no punter position. I was just going to let him say it. There's no punter position in fantasy.
That makes no sense.
Wait. You got to pick a kicker. We got to pick a kicker.
There it is. You got to pick a kicker in the 4th round.
Cairo Santos.
Young Kuho in the 4th round.
I'll take Young Kuho.
Kickers be getting you like 20 points.
For real.
What is happening nowadays, man?
Buzz ain't getting in the end zone. Hey, man, let us know your thoughts on Tevin Jenkins. Do you think the Bears maybe let him rest this week? How do you think it's going to affect this team overall? I do think this is still a very winnable game, especially with the news. I don't know if y'all saw this, but I don't think the Jags have left yet.
Nope.
No.
Really? For real?
Oh,
because of Hurricane Milton.
They trapped to Florida.
I don't think the Jaguars have left yet.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be
sleepy on the field.
Laggy Jaggy.
Yeah,
what?
Laggy Jaggy? Oh, is that why it's in the
kid flag for that one?
Yeah, they're going to be last.
That was nuts.
Somebody said it, and I saw it.
I didn't see that, but I didn't know what that was referring to.
That makes sense.
They might not get in until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this is
Rivvy's World said Laggy Jaggy.
Yeah, this is 38 minutes ago in the New York Times. Jacksonville Jaguars are one of multiple Florida sports teams whose plans have been impacted by Hurricane Milton. The team's flight to London, where the Jaguars are scheduled to play against the Bears, is slightly delayed. Slightly.
They're about to get
slightly.
Uh-oh.
CAP.
They're about to get cooked. Chicago's already there.
A team spokesperson confirmed on Thursday the Jaguars typically depart Thursday night for a Friday morning arrival. Okay, so this is
I changed my prediction, Joe.
Too late. I already made the graphic.
Who did you have initially?
I had 31-24.
We never even got to the game.
38-24,
No,
baby.
no.
How you
Fair
throwing?
dumb.
We ain't even got to the
Now.
segment.
We
Fair
just finished the
This
first
fucker ain't even
one.
made it to the segment.
Sorry, I was just excited. I had to
God
talk about it.
dang it.
You're always excited.
That's why we put him on the cameras.
Oh, man, disrespect.
put the camera back on.
Oh
Cal.
man,
Put the camera.
but yeah. He got the credit.
Drew got a little bit of it too.
Drew, take a little credit shot.
Take your bow. Take your bow. You
Oh,
deserve
Drew, we
that.
on the same team.
Hey, by the way, over 200 in our I will say this. Apparently, they normally leave on Thursday. I feel like that's not true.
I thought they get there early.
I thought they get there mad early, but apparently it's according to
Well,
the
they
New
played
York.
2 games there.
According to the New York Times. Oh, this is the Athletic. According to the Athletic, I forgot they got bought by the New York Times.
King Booker.
The Jaguars typically depart Thursday night for a Friday morning arrival when playing in London, but they expect to arrive later Friday than originally planned.
So we're gonna do a walkthrough now, and
King
Oh, they just gonna skip the walkthrough.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty
King
much.
Booker said Trevor Lawrence going to accidentally throw the ball to security.
Hey, as many DMPs as we have, let's hold off on that for a second.
What's
I
up
mean,
next?
hey, that was the only advantage
I was gonna say,
had
we
on
don't
us.
have that many DMPs.
They already. That's the
We only got 2
advantage that they had
DMPs.
for us on week 1. Oh no.
I mean, the other concern is that Tyreek Stevenson a little limited. I expect Tyreek to play,
Yeah, I'm not worried.
but I do wonder if that's going to affect him, especially with Brian Robinson Jr., another
Oh,
big
boy.
body wide receiver. I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
telling y'all,
Brian
keep an eye. Brian Thomas Jr. My bad. Brian Robinson is in Washington.
Running back.
But yeah, Brian
He's
Thomas Jr.,
problem,
another big
Jalen
body
Gordon's
out there,
handful.
dog. I mean, listen, dangerous times. Dangerous times over there. So hopefully Tyreek's able to go, especially without Jaquan Brisker behind him due to his
Hit the
injury
Quan.
and
Hit the
things
Quan.
like that. So let's keep this thing moving along. Let's take a quick break. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. Go hear from a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back on the other side of this thing to talk more Chicago Bears football, because the 21-day window is open for Jacob Martin.
Hi-yo.
We need some DTs on this team. We'll be back right after this.
Say that.
In Bears Nation, it's your boy Pat, the designer from the Windy City Breeze, where we keep it 100 about everything Chicago Bears. Now, if you're like me, you don't just watch the game, you live it, and that's why you need to check out BetDSI. BetDSI is where it's at if you want to put your money where your mouth is. They've been doing it for over 20 years, giving you the best odds, lightning fast payouts, and a platform that's as solid as the best O-line. Whether you're betting on the Bears to take it all the way or making clutch live bets during the game, BetDSI has you covered. And here is the kicker. Just because you're rolling with the Windy City Breeze, BetDSI is hooking you up. Sign up today with the promo code WCB, and they'll give you a 120% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000. That's free money, folks, to make sure that you're winning as you back our boys in the blue and orange. So what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Head over to betdsi.eu, use the code WCB, and start turning your Bears passion into serious cash. BetDSI, where real Bears fans get it done.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well.
You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Welcome back in to another edition of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love to another episode. We're just talking about the Teven Jenkins situation. He is DNP for this game, but it's not all bad news that the Chicago Bears got on this one. A couple of good updates on the injury report as well. One being Jacob Martin, because of course Kyler Gordon is a good one, but full. We kind of expected him to be good to go. Jacob Martin, he has been on IR, and his 21-day designation has begun. Now the Chicago Bears have had a ton of issues at the defensive tackle position. I think Jacob Martin just brings you a little bit more stability there. Also has that inside-outside ability. So somebody that can play on both sides. Going to be very interesting to see when the Bears look to bring him back for sure. But it's good to see that we're starting to get a little bit more healthy. Of course, we know Ryan Bates also set to return. Not yet. He's not off a designation, but after week 6, you'll be able to start him in his ramp-up process. So Bears, as much as it's so funny, right? Because we look at this injury report and we're just like, oh my God, this is terrible. What's happening? Have y'all seen some of the injury reports out there?
Oh, yeah. They're
other teams?
Hey, dog.
They're empty.
They out here with CVS receipts.
Well, actually, I just look at my fantasy squad. Yeah.
For fantasy purposes, is your team dead?
Is
Is your team dead for fantasy purposes?
Practically, man.
Hey, for fantasy purposes, you have Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh, I had like 4 quarterbacks.
All
Four
of them bad.
quarterbacks?
All of them bad.
Richardson,
Bad.
Lawrence,
Bad.
I dropped Daniel
Rush
Jones,
bad.
and I got Justin Fields.
Bad.
But my running game is
Well,
nice,
fantasy,
though.
he's not going to give you that much.
Might be getting benched though.
Yeah.
I mean, I still
You might
got.
want to go get Russ Wilson on your fifth.
I got Cooper. What is that? Cooper Kupp and.
That's not a quarterback.
It's not
I'm
enough.
talking about my squad. I went more running back heavy, and I got nice receivers. And then my tight ends.
You know, I'm trying to trade with somebody to get Caleb Williams. They won't trade with me.
Oh, that's Chip.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thought that was
realize
me.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
he's
God,
not giving
talking
Hey,
about?
your boy almost. Who is Eric?
Sampras?
Who is
That
Eric?
man, that man
Hey,
dropped.
He almost committed a fantasy
dropped
sin.
Dixon?
He
He
was
dropped
about to
Joe
be
Mixon?
sick. I was about to drop the Kansas City defense because he dropped Joe Mixon. I was like, boop, boop. And then when I hit it, he had just added him back to the team. I was like, woo! I would have traded him back to you, too. I absolutely would have been trading them back to you. Somebody said, wait, is Pat wearing the same outfit as the Aura ad?
Is it?
It's a black shirt, Bears hat, and a
He actually
chain.
does.
Yeah.
You're
You got to pull it up.
Keeping it consistent, baby. But no, listen, I think that
Crimson.
I
No, don't bench Justin
Man.
till week 10.
man, don't
We need
bench
that
Justin
50 we need that
I need that pick.
51%.
I need that pick, dog.
51 on my 4th rounder.
Hey man, I need this trade to go through, man. I need this QB.
Diggs and Madison for Caleb? I might do that.
Anyway,
I ain't
let's
doing
move on.
But no, I mean, listen. The fact that you did that, another move that the Bears made was re-signing Tommy Sweeney. Don't know if you guys remember Sweeney. He was one of the guys that was kind of a tight end standout for the Chicago Bears in preseason.
Yeah.
Thought it was cool that he's getting another opportunity. Don't know why we're bringing back another tight end. I would assume for screening purposes.
You can't have enough tight ends.
Listen, here's my
You gotta
thing.
have 5 of them.
I said this. I said this on the
Damn.
morning breeze when Jordan was asleep, and I said this on the Chicago Bears podcast today. Unless you're running like a tank formation out there,
Yeah.
where it's just big bodies.
Yeah.
Give me a Doug Kramer out there,
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes Lewis.
Juggernaut.
Give me the Juggernaut is crazy. Unless you're gonna give me something like that, I don't want to see another tight end screen. I don't understand why we keep seeing these, but it is what it is.
I mean,
at a minimum,
it's like
I'm glad
half-day
Tommy
TV.
Sweeney gets another opportunity.
maybe it'll one day work. And we'll see the
I mean, it worked. It worked last week.
Glory of these tight ends.
You talking about the tight end screen?
I'm just saying maybe they'll work more
That's fine.
consistent. Like that will be our identity.
We
It's
got
the tight
more
end.
No,
yards.
that better not be there.
We got more yards every time we ran.
What I'm liking though is I technically,
Stolen
if
identity.
it creates more max protection, if it creates more chips and things of that nature,
Kids,
I like seeing that our running game is getting better. So if he helps add to that, I'm fine with it.
I like the additions of these two guys. I mean, you're talking about our defensive tackles being really good and dang, they're special this year with Dexter and Billings up front. But I mean, they're every now and then they need a spell. So you got Chris Williams behind him. So having what's your boy's name again?
Jacob Martin.
Yeah, Jacob Martin back. That'll be good for
Speaking
them
of that,
to kind of switch in and switch out.
Bring it back up.
What do we got? What do we got?
Jacob Martin on a 21-day window.
Yeah, so I mean that's someone who can spell them, and then of course Tommy Sweeney. I really don't know why we are bringing back Tommy Sweeney. We got Gerald Everett, we got Cole Kmet. I mean, we got Mercedes Lewis for blocking.
It was cold that night.
He said, "I have the coach."
I don't know where that
speak
came
down.
from.
I didn't know.
I heard cold and cold. I was thinking Friday.
Yeah,
the brothers was
he had a moment.
bickering back and
Sorry,
forth.
guys, he had a moment.
Sorry.
It's all right.
So that was
Pretty
wild.
much,
to you, Ben.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know
So
what's
pretty
going
much
on.
this puts Jacob Martin back basically available around the Washington game, man, right?
That's fine with me.
And
Probably, yeah.
is my math off?
Probably. Well, I mean, it's the 21-day window. You can bring it back at any point in the 21-day window. You just got to cut somebody. But don't get
Hey,
me
has
started.
that guy got him back on the field?
No,
He's just sitting there.
Okay,
with
he's
well,
just there.
hey,
He's
get
just
him out.
existing.
Hey,
But
sorry, Calvin.
Get him out of here.
but no, I think you
Oh,
can.
that jersey's almost here, baby.
Hey, that man.
Timu status.
Hey, that jersey got slowed up when the strike happened. That mug ain't coming, bro. That mug is on a boat.
I literally
out
ordered
in the
it. though.
middle of the ocean.
Hey, and then a hurricane, so I got an extra week.
In the hurricane.
It is.
Amazon
He gonna get that jersey by week 17.
Hey, he gonna get it when Don Berg gets here.
It was. That's crazy. Hey, you just reminded me of that. I do got to get Don that jersey still.
Hey, Don ain't been back since.
Don being here every time.
Don-
Don being
Don
here every
talk
time.
crazy.
Don cool people, man. Hey, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. Showing love. Let us know your thoughts about the additions that the Bears could be making pretty soon. Good to hear that Jacob Martin's back on the comeback. Good to hear that Tommy Sweeney's back a part of this team. I'm excited to see what Sweeney's going to be able to do. I thought he showed some good things in preseason, especially with Tyson Bagent and
Agent?
was he in? Tommy Sweeney caught a touchdown in the Hall of Fame game, if I'm not mistaken, right? Before it got canceled.
Him and Caleb Johnson, or whatever his name is.
Colin Johnson.
Colin
Yeah,
Colin
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
So
Those were-
big shout out to that. All right, now is the time that everybody's been waiting for. Time to preview the ball
baby.
game, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
First of all, before we preview
Oh,
the
there's
game.
no music on this one.
First of all,
I was thinking of the
Before we preview the
reaction.
game, though,
Before we preview the
side note, just prayers out to
side
all those impacted by Hurricane Milton. We have some in the chat that have been keeping us abreast. So prayers out to you all.
Man, we got some people in the Discord that had to deal with Hurricane Milton too, man. So yeah, big prayers out.
for sure. So just want to throw that in there because we know we're talking about the Jags being delayed by it, but real lives are at stake and
I got
people have
family
lost.
down there too. So yeah.
People have lost
Shout out
almost
to
everything they
everybody
own.
down
So it's
I
like,
got some
what
buddies
is going
down
out
there in Florida. They were texting me, showing me some of the damage. I got a buddy in Tampa, just how far reaching that storms is hitting. So,
Man.
and then we another buddy in New Orleans, and they were saying how they were really hit hard last week. So, or 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
with Helene.
That was Helene, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So
Helene.
yeah, I got, shout out to all our people out
Man.
there.
Stay safe.
Stay safe out there,
safe,
man.
man.
Stay safe out there. Watch out for crocodiles. Don't get in the water. Or not crocodiles, alligators. It's Florida. Alligators. Don't get in the water. No, because I keep seeing people on TikTok just like in the water. I'm just like, what are you doing? That's my thing. You survived the hurricane. You went through all of that. Don't get ate by alligators.
Don't
That
be
literally took me to a place I didn't know I was going to go. David Allegria on that doorknob on the door in Jumanji.
Oh,
When the
yeah.
alligator would pass. Anyway,
What's that one? What's the cat? What was
That was a wild connection to make
Oh,
at that
that
moment.
just
What's
made
that
me think of
Atlanta
that.
episode with Cat Williams? He's like, does he have alligators?
Oh, yeah, the alligator man.
He got alligator.
You talking about ATL?
he got one in there.
Hey, he said, is he friendly with you?
It's an alligator.
It's an alligator. Hey man, y'all stay safe out there,
Yeah,
man.
please
Real
do.
talk. Let's preview this game, man. Listen, now knowing that the Jaguars are dealing with a little bit of a delay here, little surprising to see that they have not made it over there yet. If they have not taken off, I mean, that article was 38 minutes ago. If they took off right now, it's an 8-hour flight. They're getting in basically 2 o'clock in the morning.
Basically.
So, I mean, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of jet lag. And oh, that's wild, Joel. The ha-ha Adam is crazy. You're going to be dealing with a little bit of jet lag there. But my thoughts on the game as a whole, listen, this is a game that maybe it's a little more even field now. Maybe I do need to up the score of mine, but I'm going to stick with it right now. I said 24-17 close game because the Jags are used to this. And the article said that the Jags normally leave on Thursday, so this would throw things off a little bit there. I felt like they left a lot earlier from people that I know in the Jaguars that have played in these games. They said they usually left on like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday morning, but maybe they've changed things up. So the fact that they're leaving out on a Thursday night, possibly a Friday morning, definitely could throw some things off for them. But no matter what, they know how to navigate those waters. They're used to playing in this field. They're used to playing in this environment. They're used to playing in this stadium. This is a home game for them, even though it says on the schedule it's a home game for us. Yeah. That is going to play a part in this game. I do think this will be a closer game. I still feel like this is one, and I talked about it this morning. One of my keys to the Bears' victory. Because you're going to be affected at some point in this game by the fact that you flew overseas to go play it.
Mm-hmm.
Punch them in the mouth early. Do not sit there and exactly what you did to the Panthers. Break their backs early because this is a team that's looking to give up.
Yeah, just run on them.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
You're probably not going to be able to run on them as easily.
Statistically, the Jaguars' run defense is better than ours right now. Yeah. Where you want to attack them, they're worse than the league in the passing game. They give up over 280-plus yards.
Let me rephrase that. Beat them up.
Well, that's very different. Find a way to score. You can't say run on them.
Run, get the line tied, just
go
at them.
Beat them up. But take advantage of them in the passing game is what you want to do early and often.
Some murder?
Should be murder.
I mean, look, they, like you said, they got some injuries, I think, on that squad. They're not 100%. And look, Trevor Lawrence is not a good quarterback.
Well,
this defense beats bad quarterbacks. I keep telling you.
Trevor Lawrence is that guy.
No, not a good quarterback.
The mid-defender strikes.
I'm not a Trevor fan.
When this start?
We're gonna record that.
I just say he was a better passer than Justin, and I still believe that. But I didn't think he was a.
So he went from a 1 to a 2. I mean,
no, he said when it started. I was never a Sunshine fan. I just thought he was a better pocket passer. But anyway. Trevor Lawrence is one of those individuals where it's like you don't know exactly what you're going to get, and that's what worries me. It worries me so much in that aspect as we look clean into Patrick's soul right here. It's like, hey, this guy with the same outfit from the Aura commercial.
Hey, you get what you get.
You get what you get.
We're having a camera issue here, boys.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I
noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed.
It's still on you. You toggled it or did something like that. Switch it back.
But just to keep it going for the
audio listeners,
for audio listeners as well. All right, we'll do that. We'll leave it right there. Okay, all right.
I actually like that little color display.
Yeah, there's a little
color all the way
there.
up.
Okay,
it's still half blended.
Go help him, Joe.
All right, there you go.
There it is. All right, now push the button.
Push the button.
Yeah. So no, the mid defender. What were you saying about kid?
The mid defender.
I'm defending Calvin now, so that goes to show you how much of a mid defender I am. Because Calvin's the guy over there. No, but seriously, like it's one of those things where we've lost games we shouldn't have lost. We've won games we didn't think we was going to win. I don't want this to be that type of game. Like we keep saying we should beat them, and we should. Like Carolina, we definitely should have beat Carolina.
We called it. We knew
we called that. Yeah. Jags is a little different.
They're a little bit better.
Really. They're better than Carolina.
Definitely better than Carolina.
They're better than Carolina.
But I mean,
the
their defensive line is not as bad as Carolina's.
But the biggest X factor now, we already talked about it, is that lag, man. Like getting in Friday morning before. So if it's 8 o'clock our time,
it's a 2 o'clock game Sunday.
Yeah. So these guys gonna be whipped, man. Like they're probably sitting at the airport right now waiting for the flight.
But this is my thing. I don't necessarily. I'd rather beat the better opponent when it's more closer to even. Like I'm not going to brag about beating someone.
No excuses.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like okay, we beat the Panthers. They're not necessarily. I get it. You would take a dub, but it means more when you go up against top competition. That's what I want. We can beat all these bums. We're supposed to beat this squad. When week 11 hits, that's when I want to see against top competition when the games really matter. So they should be able to beat this squad.
I agree with that, but I think you bum slay to kind of get the kinks out of the little details.
Yeah,
little things
but I'm not looking at it like I'm thumping my chest. It's like,
no. Like, look at what we did. Yeah, no.
I want a 5th place trophy or something because I beat the
consolation prize.
Yeah, we beat them. Yeah. Like, no, this is a building block as Caleb keeps getting better. I mean, look, what did I say last week? I was hoping to see Caleb do 250 with 2 touchdowns. I got 300 with two touchdowns. This week, I mean, he might get another. This could be another 300 burger right here.
I hope so.
And that's my thing. Like this is a team. If you can shut them down, now I will say this: if you can shut down their run. Because Travis Etienne is basically non-existent at this point.
They got another guy.
Tank Bigsby is a good, but big run, right? 65-yard run or 68-yard run, whatever it was. End up finishing the game with 101 yards.
We're susceptible for that.
That's 12.
That's 12 more carries for about 100 yards.
They see us and everybody.
Yeah, but if it's 12 more carries for 101 yards and you got 68 on the first one, that's not a good day.
12 for 40. That's like 3 yards a game after that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not a good day.
It evens out.
You had a big play. And then you had not a good day. Yeah. So I'm not like I will say this: if they're able to do that against this defense this week, we will be sitting here on Monday, and I'll go, "Hey boys, I'm a little concerned about this Bears run defense. I think that they might be giving some things up here that we don't need to be giving up. But I don't know if we're there yet because you look at Jonathan Taylor. When did he get his yards? When the Bears were tired, and had to go back out on the field. Kyron Williams, he cooked us. Right? Chuba Hubbard, one big run, didn't do nothing else the rest of the day. Really, you know what I mean? So to me, I'm not too worried about them offensively. And if you shut down that run, Trevor Lawrence, I'm telling y'all, watch the All-22. He's begging somebody to intercept the football.
And
he's begging
super
somebody.
Chat from King Booker World. Sunshine is cloudy with a chance for picks.
100%, dog.
Actually,
listen, dog. Like, even on plays where the ball doesn't get intercepted,
yeah,
it's just like you were he was like, please, why didn't you take that?
But
you should have grabbed that football from me.
What's going to happen? This is probably we might get a return for touchdown.
Oh, a pick six?
Yeah,
by Edmund.
Let me get a pick six.
I think we're going to have short fields, and Caleb is going to, as he's getting better, we're going to be able to capitalize on the short fields.
And why would we get a short field?
Because we got Sunshine with a bunch of picks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, wasn't for the kicker. When listen, Jordan, when Tory Taylor's on the field, that means we did not do good offensively. We don't want to see Tory Taylor.
I just want to throw Tory Taylor in there.
Why are we going to have a short field? Because of the kicker. No.
That's a punter.
But the offense has a short field when – wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just make
sure. Go ahead. Just get it.
Let's
get it.
Why can't we just get the pick?
Why we all get it? Well, I get it.
Yes. All of this together, baby.
No,
it's all right. It's okay. I digress.
We get a pick.
I might have missed
Tory Taylor's on the field.
You're right.
That's not good.
Yeah.
No, but I think here's my thing, right?
Football
101. He want to see Tory.
He
said, I want to see Tory. I want to see him with a chance to pin him on the one. We're down 7.
There we go.
We're losing.
Yeah, like we don't want to see Tory Taylor.
Oh, Kid, you had to take that. Kid had to take them credits.
He leaned into it. So there you
go. The funny thing is he really thought that. He was like, yeah. Oh no!
Yeah. That wouldn't be the advantage for us.
No,
yeah. All right,
we don't want to see Tory Taylor.
He gets the donkey of the day.
Oh, come on, Drew.
Little Mikey said JC's still asleep. Hey,
whatever.
They were looking for you this morning.
I know, man.
They said, "What is this? A vegan morning? There's no meat on this show. This show ain't got no meat to it."
That's a good one.
Appreciate y'all, man. I got love for y'all.
Here's my thing though, especially offensively for the Bears. While the run defense is better, Caleb Williams, I think these matchups mean something to Caleb. Mm-hmm, I think he's that kind of player, right? Where you have certain games and certain matchups, like Kobe. Like Jordan.
Good one. Yeah.
I hear the stigma around you. You the last dude that they said was like me. I'm going to make sure they know I'm not you. I think that he understands that when we go up against Jaden Daniels, you think he don't hear the conversation around, oh, you number 2 pick, but the Bears should have took you over me. Oh, for real? You think he don't hear those things? Like, it's not to say that
Pat, you getting me
it's
excited.
different. It's different in basketball, right? Because
I'm getting
Oh boy! Yeah,
you got a quarterback, man.
it's different in
He's a killer.
basketball because in basketball I can lose the game,
I can match up,
but I can kill you one-on-one all day.
It's gonna be
Right? Kobe lost
Yeah.
versus Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah.
But we
33
know who
points.
scored all them
He
points
killed
on
him.
both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And we know who yammed on both of them to say, hey, I'm in the league now. Welcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not passing the torch. I'm taking this mug. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Bills did win the championship that year. But so I think that
put 55 on my team.
Bulls won. I think that it's a different sport, so you can't equate it the same. But the mindset, I think, is there, right? Where Caleb Williams knows the Trevor Lawrence story. He knows that's the last guy that was me. He knows that's the generational talent, and you're trash. I got to make sure that when we leave this game, they know you're not me.
He got
I'm
paid.
gonna get paid more.
He
This
got
guy.
paid, though.
Jordan versus Clyde Drexler,
That man.
92
Yeah,
finals,
there's
baby.
I'm not gonna
man
lie to you.
got
There's a conversation that I don't want to get to because it takes us down a whole different world on how he got paid. Because that just him getting paid is amazing. There was nothing to say pay Trevor Lawrence. There was no
I
evidence.
think it was
to
that
say
playoff
pay Trevor
game,
Lawrence.
that one playoff.
You mean the playoff game that he came back
yeah.
from? That he threw 4 interceptions in, so he had to come back.
Yep.
He did it to himself.
He said, "Yep."
They were so impressed. They was like, "Oh
That's what
wow!"
they
So
paid him.
Daniel Jones,
Yep.
He was actually having a good season.
bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's actually having a decent season.
Having a good season.
Hey, Neighbors is finding that ball a lot.
Defender strikes again.
The mid defender.
$50+ million a year. No,
Mid defender.
I'm
Brought
talking about
Brought to you
Trevor
by Basic.
Brought to you by Basic.
Hey, as long
Are
as
you
Kirk-
looking for a wife in Starbucks?
Hey,
Come on down to Basic.
as long as we put Kirk Cousins in that conversation.
Ah.
Hey, because you
Kirk
like
Cousins.
that. You like that.
Defender
I know
way.
you like that.
Defender
You like
way.
that. Listen, you
Defender
like that.
way.
It's okay. I definitely will.
man.
Kirk Cobain's, baby. Kirk Cobain's. Oh, my mama.
Hey, he better play good.
I would like to see also.
He
does Keenan Allen
threw
get rolled?
500 yards. We give him a little time. You give him a little.
Hey, how many threw?
Hey, they are
How many threw?
509 yards. Hey, you got to give that shoulder a little grace.
Hey, Matt Schaub
He
did
do get a
too.
great.
Matt Schaub did too.
He did. Yeah.
I would hope to see Keenan Allen kind of make.
This should be.
I
the
think
Keenan
this
Allen
is his
game.
game.
Get ramped up,
Let's
and
get that going.
you know, because
Everybody,
it's taken him a while. It would be nice if he basically used the first 4 or 5 weeks to get in shape. I know he had a heel, injury to a degree, but maybe he can have a nice run for the rest of the season.
With the old guy.
It would be nice to see a balance. Can Caleb, as he's getting better, create more of a balanced attack where all 3 of our receivers have another nice game? Like before, it was Rome and I think DJ.
It was like 6 for
Then it
112,
was
then it was
DJ, and Rome was like
Yeah.
then Cole Kmet. Like, will we be
10
able to see something get
receptions,
spread out as he started to make those?
I mean, if
I
you want him
mean,
to throw
listen.
for 50 passes, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say.
no 50.
I was going to
Just-
say, you look at last week, and I mean, Caleb is going to be one of those guys where if you're going to get your 100+ yards,
Yeah.
you got to get it because you had a big run or he found you deep down the field.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to get involved. I mean, what was it? It was 8 or 9 passes to DJ Moore. It was 6
8
targets
was-
to Keenan Allen. I think Rome got 4.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet got 10. I think he
DeAndre
spread
got
the
all.
football
What
around.
would be
Yeah.
nice is to see him connect on those deep throws that he's been like his time has just been off a little
Well,
bit.
that's improved. We've
No,
seen it
I'm
improve the
saying
past couple of games.
well, that was last game that he threw the nice drop in the bucket to DJ, on that
Yeah.
post. That was a
And
post
the pass
route.
to Cole Kmet on down the sideline.
Right, but
That
I'm
was pretty
saying
much
there's-
a deep throw.
What we want to see is does Rome, does he have one of those throws
Get
where
in
he
on
finally connects with him?
Yeah.
So
Fantasy
I saw a PFF stat on Keenan Allen that said it was talking about separation. It was talking about how much separation wide receivers get. Drake London was at the top of the list. It had separation plays that called for separation and how many plays the player was actually able to get separation on. Keenan Allen has had 11 of those. He's actually 20th on the list. He's had 11 of those, and he has gotten separation on 8 of those passes. So Keenan Allen's still Keenan Allen.
Gotcha.
Don't get it twisted.
You know what? I just wanted to point out, because I didn't have it ready last week, that the NFC standings are here, by the way.
I just want to also put
And,
out this over 300.
I like the fact
Over
that
300 in the chat. I like it. DeMarco. Back to what you know.
So I was saying, it's interesting to see the standings where it's like, if we win, go 4-2, who are the Packers playing?
Next week.
Packers have are Packers on a bye this week?
Are they?
Nah.
And the Lions were on a bye week. So
Lions just came off a bye week.
right, they just came off a bye week. Who are the Vikings playing?
And, Packers play the Cardinals.
Packers got the Cardinals. No,
Okay.
Packers. Who just beat the Cardinals?
No, Packers got the Cardinals.
Packers got the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Cardinals,
good. I like
Texans.
that. If they lose, that's NFC,
Then they got the Texans.
opponent. Well, who are the Vikings playing?
When the heck is they by?
Vikings are on a bye this week. That's who's on a bye. The Vikings are on a bye.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need
we
them
would.
to
So
cool
even if
off.
we win, we're still going to be in third place.
Yeah.
because of the Lions being 3-1, and then the Vikings being still 5-0 undefeated.
Well,
So yeah, but it'll be interesting. So I guess we got our picks here, man.
All right,
got
let's
some
get the picks in. Nice picks.
Let me see. I
Oh, did you make them a little bigger this time,
I
dog, where
did.
people can read them?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I kind of updated it a little bit.
Listen,
Actually, shout out to Ringo. Ringo gave us some picks. I thought he was going to show up today, but I guess he's still out.
Nah, Ringo's still
Shout out to our
around,
fallen
man.
soldier,
Shout out to my boy,
Our fallen
man.
boy Ringo. We miss you, buddy.
Fallen means he's dead, bro. He's not
Yeah, come
falling.
on, man.
He's just
He's with
down. He's
you
just
in this
down.
Dang, what is- you shut up, you punter lover.
I'm not trying to kill Tori.
Hey, this guy loves
talking
punt.
about?
This guy loves punt.
Big punt guy.
I
Big
love
punt
life.
guy.
Big punt guy.
Do you love a big punt?
I love
Oh,
big punt.
He loves kicking the
snap.
ball.
You're a fan of a meaty punt, are you?
Meaty
Oh,
punt.
yeah, I
You
can see
know,
that.
between the 5 and the 1 to goal line.
As much as he's kicking it away, he's losing all the time.
Anyway,
The disrespect, I swear to God, man.
So Pat,
What do you like your punts to be in between?
The one
The
on
5 and the 1.
There you go. Okay. Meaty
That's
punt.
good. That's good. But Pat, you got them winning. You got them winning. Everybody has them
Time
all
out.
winning.
The 5 and the 1.
24-17 for Pat. I got him winning 28-14. George's got him winning 27-17. Kid 24-21. Ringo has him
blowing him out.
37-20. And C-Dub says 31-14.
That's the real blow.
Drew, you got some pick. You got what you thinking?
Juice.
I'm going probably 27-14.
Okay. Give him at least 2 touchdowns. Probably on the ground game.
This show's not
The
biased
ground
at
game
all.
is the ground game. We definitely a homer.
Backed up.
I mean, we all just got Bears
We got
caps
the,
on.
I got
That's
the
all.
Bears
Back to
winning
that skinny ass that
257-17.
I'm not biased, bro. What you say? You're not biased.
Not biased.
Your skin-
the predictor?
Yeah, for the whole season.
Nobody's biased. How am I biased? Fair down.
Fair down.
The who? I can't wait to cut that for the Packers.
Ooh, wait a minute. What's Baki talking about? Breaking news: CAA agency have parted ways with New York Jets holdout Hassan Reddick. That's right. He's still not playing.
Oh boy.
Are you getting? Are you
Hey,
getting
play the
tingly?
center sharp. Play the center sharp thing now. We might be able to get this guy.
Oh, boy.
They don't want to trade him.
No, they don't want to trade him. They just want him to show up.
The
They don't want to
Jets
pay him.
don't- yeah.
Well, they said they're fine paying him. Hassan said, I'm not playing if you're not paying me first. And they was like, we're not paying you unless you show up here.
Well, that makes it hard.
Yeah, it makes it hard.
But,
So
uh,
he's getting
he's getting fined
charged.
every
Yeah,
game.
He's getting fined every week. I mean, he got that bag.
Yeah, but
He got that bag.
That's still stupid. But
What bag you got?
it's his money.
He got paid.
Well,
for
that
it.
just means
When
he's
he was
changing.
on-
Rep-
Yeah.
But changing representation doesn't necessarily mean. If
No,
they
it don't
go-
mean he's available.
Right.
But what it means is that if you're, I mean, listen, when you're this far into it, bro, we forgot he wasn't playing.
Right.
Like,
You
I
know what?
literally forgot he wasn't playing.
I like Relentless Mike. He's like, that's a good score. Chicago Dickers went 245 to minus 12. Bears. Go Bears.
Let's do it.
No, I just-
makes sense to me.
I think that is an interesting situation that he parted with his representation, but I mean, there's still a lot of stuff you got to go through. The Jets are this kind of organization, right? They fired Robert Saleh.
Oh, timeout. They parted ways with him. He didn't part ways with them. That's a difference.
Yeah. Basically,
They
like
like, yeah, you.
they
you
like,
on your
oh,
own.
you messing up the money.
Mm.
So, but to me, that's more of a, all right, well, he don't want to be there then, or some kind of
Yeah.
situation. I don't know what it is, but that's my speculation on it. But I'll say this: the Jets are the kind of organization, right? They part ways with Robert Saleh. even though the defense looks
big, too.
fine, but the
Yeah.
offense looks terrible. And Robert Saleh calls the defense, but I guess I get it. I don't.
He takes the blame.
He takes the fall, right? It's his team.
Yeah.
But though organizations like that where you look at it and go, this don't make no sense, will absolutely keep you on their team just to make sure you don't get the bag.
Mm.
And I'm not. Here's the
he's
tough
gonna be
part.
ruined.
Here's the tough part. As somebody who rocks with the players and stuff like that, I'm on some you got to do what's best for the player type energy, blah blah blah. But if I own something, like as a business owner,
As a
and
business
you-
owner.
as a business owner,
I'm
owner,
gonna bleed you dry.
if you come to me and tell me, I know that you got this contract for me, but I'm not working under it. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that you feel that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure your pockets get hit.
Yeah.
And then when you show up, I'm gonna be like, now go sit over there.
Now you can't get out no good.
Because I was
tape.
going to say, with him not playing, not being, I mean, is it reported?
Because
that
you
he's
know
not
what a
playing
year
or
out
practicing?
does to you.
Yeah, he's going to be cooked.
Oh no, he ain't doing nothing,
That's
bro.
what I'm
He's at the crib.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So without any substantiated reports about it, yeah, this is not good for him at all.
I don't know.
Because even
I
if he
don't-
got traded in the middle of the season, it's going to take him a while, maybe weeks to even ramp up to be a
Oh
contributor.
yeah, it's gonna take him a while.
I
It's
think
gonna
he's
take him a
staying in
while.
shape though. But I mean,
Yeah, but it
Unless
ain't
you're
nothing.
Chris Jones.
Even
Get out the car.
Chris
Get out the car and
Chris
dominate. Go to
hey,
the
I'm
Super
gonna tell you
Bowl.
this right now. He ain't Chris Jones. He ain't Chris Jones. But no, I mean, listen. Caleb even said this, right? Being in shape and being in football shape is different. It's one thing to be in shape. It's one thing to be in shape and somebody hits you in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, I seen a lot of big dudes get hit in the mouth, and all of a sudden they whole plan on how I'm gonna beat you up is out the window. All of a sudden, you're like, oh,
Yeah, you got to get that
you
callus.
know what I mean?
built up.
So it's like it's one of those situations with him where, that is if he was looking to get out, do you even want to take a chance on that? I love the talent. I love the talent.
Well,
I'll
you
take
have to
him.
look at what's the
But what are you
continuity.
asking for? What is your and he is worth
I'll take
the bag, right?
Yeah.
He's worth the bag. But why do you want out so bad that you're willing to throw money away? Why do you not want to be a part of this Jets
they
organization so
reneged on their
bad?
agreement.
Well, no, he was traded from.
He was traded from Philly.
So I
with the
don't know if
expectation
Philly-
to sign a contract.
No, I don't think. I think Philly didn't want to pay.
Philly
him,
didn't
right?
want to pay. Philly couldn't pay him.
Philly
So,
couldn't pay him.
Philly
He
couldn't
went-
pay him.
they-
He couldn't pay him, but the agreement was you show up, you play for the Jets, and we're gonna work on the contract.
Yes.
It was
While
always
you playing.
up front that he has to show up to get the bag.
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
And he ain't
he's
show
like,
up.
He's like, no, I want to get paid.
I want to get paid
now.
without showing up.
I could get injured at any time, and I have no guarantees. So it was more of a good faith thing of like they're trying to hold him to it. So
Now, at the
Well-
same time, this is fact Silver Harvest. Jets traded for him knowing he was going, nah, you got to pay me
You gotta
first.
pay me.
you know what sucks?
So it's two sides of two people that were like,
But he's 30.
I'm not getting on the field.
Both are being stubborn.
And they like, you going to get on the field. And he was like, all right, I'll see y'all later.
Right.
But he's 30. Like you don't have that much time in the sense in football years. Like you can't play
He
around.
probably got 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah, I think that window is widening now.
As long as
with
he don't get hurt.
Especially
technology
if
and
you're taking
stuff
a
like
year
that.
off.
But the year off is the part.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say
Revitalize
so.
his body.
Well,
I don't know. We see. I mean, I would take a
Either way,
chance.
Players
why-
are
we
playing
went down this
longer.
whole- we went down a whole rabbit hole about the Bears. We think the Bears are going to beat these Jags, and they better do it.
Yeah.
I do think that.
At the very least, I do want a good game from Caleb. I think that's just again equally as important. There's a lot of reasons why this game could go south. Like realistically, that their run game could have an elite day
I agree.
because our run defense just hasn't
That's
held
the
up.
only way
I do
that is
want
the
to
way I
see
see that.
consistent
That's the only
progression
thing.
with Caleb.
So
Well,
like
if
that's really what I care about. I do think we're going to win, but like I don't want it to be one of those things where we win, but Caleb looks like week one.
Yeah,
But
like
I don't
150
here's-
yards.
Here's
you know
the
what I mean?
thing, though. You have a defense that's not really possible.
Yeah, we have a
right now.
top defense, period.
Like anybody can have a bad day, and maybe this is the day that they have a bad day. But you have a defense that if Caleb looks good, you're probably going to win.
Yeah.
It's 06 if we had a quarterback.
What?
No, take a shot.
Oh,
No,
you
we ain't got,
said you
we ain't got
the one.
nothing to shoot. I mean, it's when anybody mentions 06. But it's literally how it feels to me. Right? Imagine, right, the Bears defense with Phillip Rivers.
Competent quarterback play.
Like
Something we have
not even the best of the best with Phillip Rivers.
Super Bowl.
Phillip Rivers is
Super Bowl was. I mean, Phil was
freaking
good.
quarterback.
Phil was pretty good.
Phillip Rivers is also
Pretty
pretty
good
prone
quarterback.
to turn that football over
Yeah, he
on the
was a-
one because he was trying to score 40 points because his defense could never stop nobody.
I think he had Marty Schottenheimer as a coach for a long time.
Hey, Chris said you want
And
Caleb
Marty
yards, that's all you
Ball
care about.
didn't win a lot at all.
No, I don't want Caleb to just
Great
throw
in the
40 yards.
regular season, just could not win the big game.
I want him to actually throw more touchdowns. I don't like how
Can we? Yeah, this feels like a 3 or 4. This feels like, but I think a short field. We're going to get like a 3 to maybe a 4 touchdown.
Not because of a punter, right?
I'm good with 2 touchdowns and a rushing
I don't
touchdown.
know.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Because he got robbed of. He
got robbed of a rushing
touchdown.
touchdown. He should have had one. And we got a field goal on that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We got a field goal on that one.
Because I saw it. I was
Penalty after that.
there. I was actually there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I'm back on my point.
Here we go.
I'm defending my point again.
A punt.
If Toy Taylor
It was a well-timed tip.
kicks all the way down to the 10 or whatever, like they did with the last drive in
Yes,
LA, right,
it
against the
pins
Rams.
them
Pins
between the 1
them,
and the 5.
and then the defense stops them
Correct.
in like 4 downs.
Yes.
Then their punter kicks to like the 50.
There's a lot of ifs right there.
Keep it up.
That's a short field for the offense.
It's a lot of ifs.
Shout out Toy Taylor. That's what I was trying. I was trying to get there. I didn't see the
It
the
just took you
long-
half a
the
show.
long-
It just
Yeah,
took you
a lot
half
of
a show
that
to
was a
figure
lot
it
of
out.
adding and
a lot of
multiplication.
directions with that. But
It
point
is.
being, Toy Taylor MVP.
Hey, Coach T, we're not going to answer that question on the air,
What?
but we will answer that question after the show.
I didn't even see the.
Hey, because there's some comp out here,
I didn't see the
dog.
ladder.
I got 10 on.
never
I
seen
got
the
10 on
first one.
Daniel.
There's some comp out here, dog.
I got 10 on
You
Daniels.
know what I mean?
You know what? For
I got
research
Worthy.
purposes,
Miss
you
Worthy. So.
Hey,
Hey, listen.
I got
I'm a
Worthy.
Jaden
Miss
guy.
Worthy. Miss Worthy.
While I'm a Caleb guy, I'm a Jaden guy. You know what I'm saying?
There's a nice Jaden Daniels
That's right.
jersey that I think
Miss
I would invest in.
Worthy. Miss Worthy.
All right, now he went too far. Now,
got called
there's
it
always
out.
that line, and then Dub's like, "I'm in the
Don't
game."
take a
Hold on.
That wasn't a
Hey
lie.
man, we're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For the super producer Joel Holt, the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid, of course, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, Superman C Dub back there on the 1s and 2s, and Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. AD, fight back.
Avenge me.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. Peace.
I'm going with Worthy.
I'm going with Daniels.
I'm going Worthy.
Yeah, I saw the Daniel stance
I'm
right
going
there.
Daniels.
No,
I'm
the
going
stance
Daniels.
was.
Give me
nice.
the Daniels. That's
Maybe I need more.
Worthy
more
was the
research.
one when he went into the stands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hey,
I
hold
say,
on.
see,
It's a comp.
See?
Face to
That's a
face.
Oh, did we get 300 in the chat? Yeah, we did.
We did 300 in the
Drop
chat.
back down.
Yeah.
Drop back down. No.